How we doing? It's Mailman Nick. Follow me on Instagram at Nick Benty. If you enjoy this content, please give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Don't treat me like a 204B over here. So Sunday obviously is my day off. Another beautiful day. June is the best month. My birthday's coming at the end of the month. I'm out here on my balcony. I'm growing some plants too. I could show you guys real quick. So I'm growing some strawberries. What's going on? I don't know. You won't really be able to tell. The strawberries are kind of small. Here, I'll show you the spinach. Hold on one second. So I'm growing some spinach, and it's growing pretty quickly. I heard it takes like six weeks to be able to harvest. But yeah, spinach. Because I eat a lot of spinach, and I really only want to grow stuff that I actually eat, actually use. Like bananas are my favorite fruit. Then second is strawberries, and then I eat spinach in my omelets and stuff. What up? What up? What's going on, Young Lee? But yeah, since I had 2 days off last week, my check's not going to be as nice because I only worked 5 days instead of 6. But I started off with a 10-hour day yesterday, so I know this coming week should be decent unless they start cutting my hours. But 5 people are going to be on vacation next week, so that means money. What's going on, Matt? Hey, Nick, what's up? Sad my hold down is finished. Regular coming back on Tuesday, may run it tomorrow, but not scheduled to. So last week you didn't put a hold down on another route. There was no other vacancies because in my office, the Tuesday before is when we bid. I haven't bid in a while because I've been stuck on this hold down. But the Tuesday before the week of like the vacations, like I look at the vacation holds or not vacation holds, vacations, and I'm like, okay, city, 14's on vacation. That's an easy route. I'm gonna bid on that, and then put in your bids, and then your second pick, maybe city 33 is your second pick. Put that down. But I don't know how it is in other offices. That's just the Tuesday before is when we do it. But yeah, keep bidding on stuff. Keep bidding on easy stuff. I can't wait till this carry on City 18 comes back because I'm sick of this route on 18. I like, it's not a bad route if I do as my extra, whatever, but I like a route that has different things on it. It's just straight walking, all walking. It's super boring. So I'm hoping, I could do some routes with some driving, with some cluster boxes, and it would be nice to mix it up because it gets boring. But yeah, been on something else, bro. Nick, I have orientation tomorrow. Good luck. Make sure you bring a pen. Make sure you're dressed in the right attire that they told you to. When I went, it was business casual. And they'll tell you everything you need to know. It's going to be easy money. You get paid for it. If anything happens where you're not getting paid for it, make sure you're on that ASAP. You're supposed to get paid for orientation, and enjoy the easy money. Try not to fall asleep. Should a CCA take annual leave? In my first year, I only used it like once or twice because that cashes out at the end of the year. How I liked it was that when you're breaking service as a CCA, you don't get paid for those 5 days you're off. So having that annual leave saved up, it'll really cover you for when you're not working, not getting paid. So, but obviously things happen. If you're sick, if you got a special occasion you got to go to, obviously the annual leave helps. And then once you make it to PTF, you get sick leave and annual leave. So you don't got to, like this check coming up, I'll be at 36 hours annual. So my next check, I'll have 40 hours of annual leave. I'll be able to start bidding on vacation, open vacation spots. So, but yeah, as a CCA, definitely, in my opinion, save as much as you can, but obviously emergencies happen, things happen, gotta go to the doctor, whatever. One day out of the year is not going to kill you. 3 or 4 days isn't going to kill you. because you'll still have a decent amount of annual leave to cover you for when you're not getting paid. Came home to my bags packed from this job today. Pretty besides myself. Wait, what happened? My girl had it. Had it with what? Oh, with CCA life? It's not for everybody. You know, some girls they want a lot of attention, but find somebody who fits your lifestyle. And if she had it, don't chase her. Just keep doing what you're doing, keep making your money, and the right girl will come along. Trust me. Don't stress about it. Her loss. Her loss, Nathan. Hello. What's going on, Hawkeyes? Dude, you're gonna be disappointed. I tried 204B, stepped down though, I'm back to carrying. F that, not worth the stress. Yeah, am I gonna be disappointed? You tried something and you didn't like it. That's what it's all about. Um, yeah, you tried it, but again, it's more stress. Carrying is stressful enough, and then you add like that other element to it of now you got to worry about other carriers, you got to worry about uh, other people. So it's definitely a lot easier to be carriers. Every supervisor I've talked to, they said they wish they can go back to carrying. So you tried it, didn't like it, stepped down, and now just now life is gonna be a lot easier. That's how it was when I was a union rep. Too much stress, people getting in trouble constantly, and I'm worried about other people. Now I'm just worried about myself. I'm worried about my YouTube channel, obviously helping you guys out, but having to worry about other people and not being able to do what I need to do, and it was frustrating. So try something. If you don't like it, you could always step down. USPS needs to step up. FedEx and Amazon drivers takes photos upon delivery. Yeah, for some reason I don't know why we do that. We don't do that because that's definitely a way to cover your tracks, but it would add a lot more time on the route if you think about it. If we had to stop and take a picture of every package, but I do agree that because if something happens where a package gets lost or whatever, you have proof that you set it down in front of you know the location where it was supposed to be delivered. But yeah, I always wonder why we didn't do that, but I think it's probably a time issue. We'll just add more time onto the routes. How do you look at who's going on vacation at a time? So I'm sure every office is different, but in my office we have a sheet where it shows, because in the beginning of the year they do their vacation picks, right? So we have a list, and it'll say the week of June what was it, June 3rd through the start of this pay period. It says there's 5 carriers on vacation. It says their last names, and it'll show the week that they're taking their vacation. So when I was bidding on routes, I would look at that and see, okay, City 29, that's a cupcake route. That's gonna be my first pick on the bid sheet. And second pick, a route that's second or almost as easy, So, but yeah, we usually have a sheet that's posted on the board, and it'll say carriers who are going on vacation for that week. So see if there's one like that in your office. It's right next to like we have a schedule. It's a CCA, PTF, unassigned regular, and T6 schedule. Then right next to it is the vacation picks. Then next to that is some other paperwork, maybe a route up for bid, or make sure you're checking your scans and stuff like that, or what's it called, sampling request, that type of stuff. Can make some money carrying with half the BS and aggravation. Yeah, 100%. Just worry about one thing, be really good at that, and I doing management is just too much stress, and do you even get that much more money? Like if you're doing like 204B stuff, I think you do get a little bit more raise, or a little bit more pay. But I'd rather just worry about myself, make my money, not deal with that stress, and because you're gonna be bringing that stress home with you, and it's just not something that I want to do. But yeah, you tried it, didn't work. It happens. How are you doing? I'm doing really good. I cannot complain. The weather's nice. June is my favorite June's my favorite month of the year because you know, my birthday's at the end of June. The weather's getting really nice. It's sunny. Um, growing my plants over here. June is literally my favorite month of the year. Every time, because after June, it just, you know, the summer goes by super quick. So it's the start of summer, and I'm employed. I have benefits. You know, me, my brother, healthy, my dog. I'm very thankful. I'm blessed, and I can't complain one bit. How are you doing, Hawkeyes? Nick, hopefully you can get a T6 gig. Yeah, that would be nice. There's one float set that I know I'll probably get when I get turned over, and I wouldn't like it, but they get paid more. They get paid more, and you know, you're doing something different every day, which would be cool. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. There's always variables going in with routes going up for bid and stuff, because I thought the unassigned regular was going to get our City 19, but apparently another carrier bid on it that we didn't think would bid on it. So now she's probably going to get the Stairmaster route. So, you know, it kind of sucks for her. You never know what's going to happen with carriers bidding on routes and stuff. That's for Monday tomorrow. Yeah, but Monday is the thing is, because I got my blue coupons on Saturday, but only for like 2.5 hours of my route. So on a Monday, I'm going to get the rest of my blue coupons for like 4.5 hours on my route. Yeah, 4.5. No, 3.5 hours of my route. So it's gonna be rough, but you know, it just means it's gonna be a money day, and they know if they see that DPS, because the DPS is heavy on Monday anyway, and if you got the blue coupons, you're just gonna add just double, triple your trays. So I'll definitely have a good amount of trays and mail, and that route gets a bunch of chunkies. 31 people in here. Please give me a like. I'd appreciate it. Appreciate the support, guys. Manny, San Diego, 11.5 hours, 12 hours every day for regulars, only Sunday off. Damn, I got to go to your office. That's where all the money is. San Diego. You guys are probably like, because it's been over 100 here. I can't imagine San Diego. It's probably like crazy hot. But yeah, keep making that money. Keep making that money. I wish I was working those type of hours right now. I'm only getting like 56 hours a week. It's not good. I have kids with there. I'm sorry to hear that, Nathan. That makes it you know, that definitely adds a variable in the mix. But yeah, about to be regular any day. Yeah, that's very unfortunate, Nathan. I'm praying for you, man. Praying for you. Darwin, I just got converted to regular and got switched to another station. And it's horrible. Got to suck it up for a bit while I bid back to the old station. Oh, okay, so the other station is probably where all the bad routes are, and you probably got to do your time there. But once you get to, you know, get more seniority, more spots open up, you could probably get back to the old station. So yeah, hopefully you get to that good station with the good routes. Job ruined my family life. Yeah, it's definitely not for everybody. If you're working a lot of hours, you know, it could affect your personal life. Definitely do your research on the job before you sign up. But there's only one way to find out if you try the job, and if it's for you, it's for you. If not, it's not. Nick, I'm fourth in line for hold down, so it's rare. Nick, I'm fourth in line for hold down, so it's rare to get one since the three above me all bid on them, but we'll keep trying. I enjoyed it, even though it was the biggest route in the office. Yeah, that's so like let's say we have 5 carriers on vacation, like we do this week. We have more than that in CCA, so some of the CCAs won't be able to bid. So, you know, the more the seniority to get, the more your life becomes easier and easier. So just you know, keep putting in your time. And kind of questions there. Just walking by. What's going on, Jay? See, that guy above me is out of pocket. Yeah, I guess I got some trolls in here now, but that it is what it is. Hi, Nick. I'm new here from Bridgeview, Illinois. Oh, you're from Bridgeview? No shit. I have a question. If you get a speeding ticket, does it affect your career? So you got a speeding ticket after you got the job, or while you're still working here, or after you're already working here? because if you already have the job, I don't think it's going to affect you. But if you have a speeding ticket, it'll probably affect your hiring process. But yeah, I'm very familiar with Bridgeview. Very familiar. Why do 204Bs work off the clock after 8 hours? Why do they? Uh, I'm not sure. My 204Bs don't. If anybody knows in the chat, I bid AU set a little more pay, but I get bumped a lot when they come in on their NS day, which kind of stinks. They can bounce me to any route in the office. Yeah, that's what sucks. Like a lot of our carriers, regulars who are on the overtime list, when it's their NS day, they come in, the floater bumps them, and then now they got to do a route sometimes less desirable, but that's the name of the game. Just keep making your money, and the more routes the more versatile you are. More that's not going to be an issue. But yeah, getting bumped is definitely not a good experience. San Diego too expensive to live, even with all that overtime. Yeah, 100%. California, the state in general. Like, if you're in California, get out. Because I thought like Illinois was bad with taxes and like prices going up, but California is a whole new animal. What up, JH? Yeah, please subscribe to everything with USPS with JH. He's the man. Just getting info. Yeah, JH is the man. Be sure to check out his channel, subscribe, give him a thumbs up. Which USPS deals did you take advantage of, like the T-Mobile or Verizon cell phone providers? Yeah, you know what? I heard about that. Like I heard we get deals on that. I just never taken advantage of any of those. But there's something I gotta look into. I heard like we could put a down payment on a house with the TSP, and there's a lot of things that I still haven't used that yet that I should, get more involved with. But I have Verizon right now. I think we do get a federal discount if we put in our, ID number, but I haven't done all that yet. I got to do more research on it. What's up, man? San Diego is probably the best city to deliver mail. Pretty much perfect weather year round. It's a shame it's too expensive to live here as a carrier. Yeah, that's one negative thing where, like where I was living before, it's a lot cheaper than it is now, or where I'm at now. But I look at it as like an investment. Like I'm out here in a good area, and it's being in a good area. If I go to sell, it'll be a lot easier to sell than if it's in a bad area. But yeah, I hear so many horror stories about people who live in California where they're working some people are making six figures, and it's still like making minimum wage. It's ridiculous. So stack up your money and get out. It's a string and they have crazy hours. I need the hours, so that's good. Already had a breakdown, but I think we all go through that after you realize just mail, it's easier. Let's get it. Yeah, everybody's been through that like mental breakdown period, but that's why a lot of people can't do what we do. We fight through it. We know it's a long game. We know we do this for, we do it for a purpose, and let's make that money. And some days are gonna be harder than others, but that's just life in general. And you got to keep a positive mindset, keep moving forward, and just know you haven't hit your peak yet, and keep grinding for sure. I'm still on my probation. Oh, after. Yeah, I don't think they check like records or nothing like that. I think when you turn PTF, you gotta do fingerprints again, but I think you should be fine. Yeah, JH cosigns, no worries. I appreciate that. Thanks, Jay. I'll just look forward on taking a traffic course, though. I was hired as a PTF. Okay, so you already did your fingerprints, then you should be good. Like, CJ, that's not appropriate, bro. Yeah, keep it PG. Keep 3-bedroom houses in Cali, renting for $3K a month. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a little ridiculous. Get out of California. Just finished orientation as a and not a big. I'm the only. Is there any reason for that? What do you mean you're the only? Definitely ask JH that question. That's his alley right there. If I know JH is in the chat. Hope you putting 5% TSP already at least. Yeah, I'm putting 5%, and I check it every time. Every time I get paid, I'm watching the TSP. I'm watching it grow. It's a beautiful thing. Not a lot of positions available for MVO. Yeah, JH would know. That's his forte. That's his thing. So yeah, because aren't they downsizing because of their people are or carriers are going to like one office, especially on Sundays too. So that might mean less people they need. If with AT&T, I know you get a discount. Yeah, I know AT&T. I'm pretty sure T-Mobile, Verizon too, and I was going to use the Verizon discount, but it said I needed like my ID number or something, and I never ended up doing it. So I work at Displain's office. Oh, okay, I know where that's at in Illinois, right? That's the last time I went there when I was in, I think it was high school or just after high school. My mom won the lottery and she had to cash out her ticket out there. There was a lottery place, and I remember being there for hours. I was still a kid back then, but that was the last time I was out that way. I've been a CCA now for 6 months and still no uniform allowance. Got to talk to my 204B tomorrow. Yeah, so the thing is with the uniform allowance, you got to be on management about that. You got to be on management. They're not going to be in a rush to give you money. When I first started, it took them a month and a half of me, asking like, hey, I need my voucher. I need my uniform. I got to look professional. I got to look good, So um, make sure you're on them every day because that's not the first thing on their mind. They got, carriers not showing up. They got a whole bunch of stress that they're more worried about than giving you your vouchers. So you got to be proactive, be on them every day, and hopefully you get it soon because that's you want to look official. You want to look official. 42 people in here. I really appreciate the support, guys. That's why I do these live streams. You guys keep me going. My dog Lola's down there. Hi, Boo. My brother's walking my dog. Southeast Ohio gets crap for weather, but cost of living is affordable. Yeah, and the Midwest is pretty affordable. Like I was thinking about before I bought this place, I was thinking about moving to Indiana because Indiana has a very low cost of living, but it would be like a minimum 30-minute drive to work. So I decided to stay in Illinois right next to work. But Indiana, Iowa, a lot of places around the Midwest are very cheap to live in, very affordable living. What's going on, Danny? What's up, brother? Is FedEx a good job? You know what? It's funny because when I got the job offer for the post office, one of my first videos I talked about it. I got the post office took forever to get back to me. The FedEx gave me the info for a drug test, so I was about to go get drug tested for FedEx. I was about to get drug tested from FedEx, and then the USPS got back to me. So I'm like, that's the career there. That's the career. So I chose USPS, but FedEx is a decent job. I talked to some FedEx guys on the routes, and they make a decent wage, and they get paid, I think, by the day, either by the day or by the package amount. And it's not a bad gig, but UPS is pretty good. If you have the choice between FedEx or UPS, I would definitely go UPS because they got they got good benefits, and they top out in only 4 years as a driver. They top out at top pay. So, but FedEx is a decent job if you want something easy. I see those guys are just package delivery, pretty easy gig. Just did a 13-hour shift yesterday in your name, bro. That's awesome, Danny. That's brutal. You're brutal. I'd love to do a 13-hour day, but unfortunately, those are limiting for me now because they probably think I make too much money. But 13-hour shift, that's badass. Keep making that money, bro. Keep making that money. Eddie, any tips for surviving the heat wave? So what I do with I'm lucky I'm in a ProMaster because I got the air conditioning, but let's say I was an LLV, I, well, one, no matter what, I bring my water jug. I fill it with uh, like 24 ice cubes, make sure it stays cold all day. Um, Make sure if anybody offers you water on the route, take it because if you say no once, they're not going to offer again. So anytime somebody offers me water, hey Nick, you want some water? I'm like, for sure, yes please, because Carrie told me this a while ago. She said, they'll stop asking if you say no. So uh, make sure, yeah, always accept stuff on the route, water. Uh, I think you guys saw in my community post, the guy left me out a cooler that said Nick, and it had Propel water, had bottled water, and you know, things like that really keep me going on the route. But yeah, make sure you have water. If you run out of water, make sure you know where the gas stations are, Walgreens, CVS, know where those stores are, so where you can get water or Gatorade or anything that could rehydrate you. Um, and maybe bring a wet towel so you can pour some water and put it on your head, put it on your neck. One of the carriers has like a neck fan where it like blows air. It's like a neck fan. I see her walking around with in the office. But yeah, the main thing is water, and then obviously dress in shorts and things like that. It's worse in like Illinois is not as bad as like Arizona or Florida or California, but yeah, make sure you just stay hydrated because I remember a guy last year on here. He told me he had to go to the hospital because he had heat stroke. So make sure you're staying safe out there and stay hydrated. Okay, have a good day, Nick. Thanks for answering my questions. One last question for the day. Is there a referral program that the USPS provides that we don't know of? I want to get my sister in. I think when you apply, you could put down references and stuff. But if you apply to like a few offices. If you apply, odds are you're gonna get the job because they're so desperate. When I applied to like 13 offices and I got 7 offers, something like that. So just play. It's a numbers game. So just if she applies, she'll or even just talk to your postmaster. That's how I got my brother in. I said, my brother applied. Would he be able to get in our station? And she's like, is he anything like you? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I want him. So she pulled some strings and, got him into our office. So, maybe just talk to your postmaster or supervisor and see what they could do. I got drug tested at FedEx, went through orientation, never heard back. 25 years later, still, that's crazy because they paid for your drug test, or you did the drug test and everything, and they never heard back. That's crazy. But everything happens for a reason. I always say it because I'm glad that USPS got back to me because I'd be working at FedEx right now probably, or back to the strip club. So being like, things happen for a reason. And you were meant to be a mailman, Will. I used to work for FedEx Ground, but it's by the package. Okay, yeah, that's what because I think they're hired by individual contractors. The one I was going to, it said like $100 and something a day, 125 a day, something like that at the time. But yeah, USPS didn't drug test or anything like that, and that's the better career. So that's what I went. I chose USPS, and I'm so thankful I did. It's opened up doors. This YouTube channel, my condo, making more money than I've ever made. So I'm very, very thankful. I appreciate all the support, guys. You guys coming into my live streams and interacting with me, and I love this shit, man. I love you guys. You guys are the best. I was in the Yonkers, New York warehouse. Is that a crazy warehouse? Because yeah, isn't Yonkers a big city? What do you guys think of the new electric LLV? Oh, the one that has like the Peyton Manning forehead. I mean, I haven't seen inside it. I mean, it looks kind of ugly, but if it has like air conditioning stuff, like the mattress, and I would. It is what it is. I don't care if I'm if what I'm driving is ugly, I really don't care as long as it's good for mail delivery. You ever wish you started this job sooner? I could have started back in 2014, but didn't want to drive 30 minutes each way. I regret not taking the job back then. You know what? I try not to think that way. I try not to think what could have been because, I could have taken this job right out of high school, but at the same time, my mentality was different. I wasn't the same person. I wasn't hardworking, and like, I could have taken my life a whole new direction if I would have tried this earlier. Like like I said, everything happens for a reason. I got the job when I'm mentally ready for it, and I'm physically able to do it, and everything happens in the right timeline. I have thought of that before, but I try not to. I try to just constantly look forward, and try to better myself every day, and make decisions in the future, not dwell on the past too much. But I see what you're saying. Never worked a 60-hour week yet. Went 59, 50 hours one week and then 58 the next. Just a few bucks short of $2,000 after taxes and decisions. Keeping grinding and it will pay off. Yeah, that's like the perfect amount right there. Like if you get minimum $2,000 every paycheck, that's pretty decent. No complaints here. That's good. Very good. I love the mattress for the AC, but no room for packages and or spurs if you have a third bundle. Yeah, the one thing I've driven the mattress a few times. The one thing I didn't like is the room to put packages up there, and but it's a nice vehicle. It's new, so that's one thing I like about it. They can't force you to work over 8 hours. It's illegal. Is it? I got a PDI for saying I wasn't going back out after 12-hour day to get a regular off the road. That's an OT list, but they didn't want them to get the V time. I understand this place. Yeah, management doesn't, because that regular is getting paid way more than people at lower pay, so they're gonna want the lower paid people, lower paid carriers out before like those carriers, even if they're on the overtime list. So, but yeah, management just tries to keep like the payroll down. Let me hold $5. JH, let me hold $5. Yeah. Just got done with Sunday packages. Just got done now. What part of the coast you from? East Coast, West Coast? Because it's 7 o'clock where I'm at. My brother finished like 2 or 3 hours ago. Should you apply for an office that's hiring straight to PTF carrier? Yeah, I mean, I would. That's one way to, start off at a higher pay, start off with benefits right off the bat. But, more and more offices are doing that now. I follow my union page, my district page on Facebook, and they're constantly saying like 5 new offices are hiring straight to PTF. So that's definitely a good thing to start off as PTF. JH in the house. Yeah, everybody subscribe to JH. Everything USPS with JH. No, because where DMX is from. Yeah, rest in peace, DMX. Rip DMX. Yeah. Don't say that on the stream. I need a loan bouncer. I mean, mailman Nick. I like I said before. I'm trying to. I've been applying to like different nightclubs and stuff, but they don't want 1 day a week. I would love to work just one Saturday, being a bouncer, just having something fun to look forward to, and make a little bit of money, because I did like that line of work. Not as a full-time bouncer, because if you're working night shift every day, dealing with the demons and drugs and fights and violence, and dealing with that 5-6 days a week is not cool. But 1 day a week, and making some tip money, and making connections, that's something that I'm definitely interested in. But a lot of club owners say, hey, we don't hire 1 day a week, you hire more, or you work more, blah blah blah. So I haven't found one that will let me work 1 day a week yet. The club that I used to work at in Chicago Heights, they said I could work 1 day, but they close at 6 a.m. and you never get out at 6 a.m. So unfortunately, I can't do that, because I'd be I'll be up for over 24 hours at that point. But we'll see. I'll ask him again and see if you know, I could work till maybe 2 or 3 a.m. and it wouldn't be as bad. 6 a.m. would be rough. Oop, Chicago suburbs. Yeah, that's where I bounced at Social 25 on Hubbard. Oh no shit. Yeah. But yeah, bouncing is it's a love and hate because, you know, it's a job where, you know, you can make a lot of connections, you can make tips, you can meet a lot of new people, but at the same time, when shit gets real, it gets real. You get fights, you get you know, you got to deal with drugs, you got to deal with kicking people out, and you got to have a certain temperament to be a bouncer. And you know, I I mean, I could do it, but I don't like. I like everything to be a vibe, but when I got to be a dick, you know, I don't like having to do that. But one day a week would be cool. One day a week would be cool. But you guys got any more questions? About to end this, cook some dinner, enjoy the rest of my day, enjoy the rest of my day off. I appreciate you guys, you know, coming in the chat, chatting it up with me. Shout out to JH coming in the chat. Met Patrick Kane there. I'm sure you met a lot of famous people. We had Johnny Manziel coming to the club, and yeah, we had Johnny Manziel come in the club. I was about to say something I shouldn't have said, but yeah, we had Johnny Manziel come in the club. Probably some other famous people too that I didn't know of. We had some local rappers come in too, which was cool. Local famous rappers, Chicago rappers. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Every Sunday, I'm going to try to make these live streams every Sunday to give you guys the content, answer your guys' questions. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next stream.